How's it going, everyone? And welcome back to another episode of Talkin Tendies podcast. You got your hosts here, Cole Tisdale and Brendan Stewart.
Howdy, howdy.
Howdy. Stewie, how was, I know, also, sorry guys, before we start, sorry it's been so long. Been really busy with school and Stewie's mass. A lot on our plate. But we're getting this episode out now. Sorry for being late. But, yeah, Stewie, how's it been? What's been going on with you?
Back in school from reading week, plus the mass grind, kind of got a little bit busy with that. So the lateness is definitely on my end. But other than that, just, grinded masks, grinded papers, watching a lot of hockey. Today was awesome. While I worked and painted masks, I watched hockey from 11 o'clock till I'm still watching it.
Oh my goodness.
You know, it's always on.
Yeah, have been a busy bee. Very busy.
What about you, dude?
Nothing much. We started playoffs. We started playoffs this weekend. We had our last few games of regular season last weekend. We won one, tied one, lost one. Not bad. Cordy,
can we get a little highlight on today's game? Quick little snippet.
Yeah, the little highlight for today. So, shout out to Edmonton Oilers, U15 AA18, the boys. So, that's the team I'm coaching. We got first place in our division, and then playoffs started this week. So, do or die game today in semifinals. We're down 4-3 after being up 3-0 for a majority of the game in the third period. Boys were deflated after that fourth goal. Just deflated. Get it back, tie it up, overtime. Nice pass from our D-man in front. Stick on the ice for the guy. Tip top corner. Beautiful. Absolute cinema is what it was.
Unreal.
That's what it was.
The boys must have been just ecstatic about that.
Boys were hype. But tomorrow is another day, so we got to get going again, get pucks in deep, all that typical hockey lingo. But
so we've had some time.
Yeah.
The last big hockey event that obviously we need to circle, the Finland game was awesome. I don't even think we need to get into that one. That one was just, again, like you just used the word cinema.
Yeah.
That was unbelievable. And then getting into that gold medal game, what were your thoughts?
Quickly back to the Finland game. I thought it was just great for Finland to get that bronze. They had a tough tournament. Like, they got blown out by. Well, not blown out, but they lost 4-1 to Slovakia. They lost to Canada. Like, they were having a tough one. So the boys on Finland definitely needed that one. But yeah, the Canada game. I'm just gonna start off by saying we should have had it. I'm not gonna blame the refs. No penalties or anything. We just should have had it. We had two golden opportunities there with Taves in front. Great save by Hellebuyck. I'll eat my words on that. Hellebuyck played unreal. All right. I'll take back everything I said in the first episode about him being dog shit and can't perform big-time games. Bad take by me. Very bad.
It's like that Braden Holtby save against Vegas. That's like the first thing I thought about. I was like, man.
Yes, actually.
It's a game changer.
It is, and he played nuts all game. Like, he had 40-something saves. Like,
from a goalie standpoint. But then I thought we got our redemption when Binner made that glove save in OT. I thought he was 10 bells too. Like, watching him with the 860 save percentage or whatever it is this year, I was like, that guy's a gamer. Yeah. But yeah, back to Hellebuyck. Honestly, when it happened, I was so mad because of that reason. It was like, you know what, there was a few times where there was definitely 6 guys on the ice or whatever, interferences. I thought maybe it went a little both ways at times, maybe a little bit more. The state's getting a little bit lucky with some calls.
Yeah.
But that being said, the goaltending of Hellebuyck, like, the time on attack from Canada was so outrageous compared to the U.S. It was one of those games.
Especially in that third period there, like, the amount of sustained pressure we had was ridiculous. We just couldn't buy one. Like, everyone obviously knows the McKinnon attempt there. Like, everyone's seen that all online right now. Like, that one's gonna haunt Canada for the next 4 years now until Winter Olympics again.
It's their turn to have their golden goal on the same day as Miracle.
Yeah,
I think that was like 110%. That's Hellebuyck's gold. Like, Binner, oh man, it crushed my heart that he didn't get it. I was like, I wanted him to see him get it. And then, did you watch the women's?
I did watch the women's, yeah. That was heartbreakers too.
I was sitting in the studio, and for the first time ever, I put a TV in there. So I can watch my hockey games on a TV and not the iPad. Anyways, I'm sitting there watching this game, and it was like, honestly, kind of like a Miracle on Ice story, but for Canada.
Yeah.
And then it was just heartbreak.
But again,
they had their chances. Canada pressed, and they had a good defensive game. They got that one shorty, but
the only problem with Canada, I saw when I was watching that game, was the whole third period. When you ice the puck, especially at a no change, like in minor hockey and stuff, you ice it, you change, whatever. But in semi-pro, junior levels up, maybe midget now, if you ice that puck, you can't change. You had more ices than you did have shots. Like, when you keep icing the puck every second, they're going to get their chances and they're going to bury on those chances. You can't be giving the U.S., especially with how they've been developing their players now, you can't give them all that time and all that opportunity in year's end. Like, I don't know. That's just one nitpicky thing I had to say about the women's.
Well, I'll say this. I hate that Jack Hughes scored a golden goal. Ooh. I didn't like it, but I loved the fact that Hillary Knight scores a all-time goal on one of the greatest female goaltenders of all time. Sets the record for U.S. national players, and then to top it, Megan Keller goes in and scores the OT winner. That's that's just kind of like history storybook.
It's just you can't. Perfect. How can you not be romantic about hockey, right?
Yeah,
it's just awesome. The girls play their hearts out. It was a great game. Great overtime game again. I know you said you don't like that Jack Hughes scored it, but I will say the picture of him going off the ice with the flag around him and his broken teeth, that's a photo I'd hang up on my wall.
Oh, I know.
It's such a sick photo.
I know.
Just a heartbreaker, though.
Just, of course, Tate McRae's, the Spit and Chicklets podcast started the rumor, the op.
Yeah, she didn't do her job.
That I don't know. I just wanted it to go the other way.
No, me too. I think
but either way, like you said, give it a week and think about it, and that was a goalie game and a half.
Yeah, it was. It was a very defensive game. But you knew that was going to happen, though. With the offensive firepower that both teams had, you knew that it was going to be, all right, what goalie is going to play better? What defensive is going to play better? That's just how it goes.
I feel for a lot of these guys coming back into the NHL, that are playing. I know I saw, the Kings game, for example, Doughty was out. Who's another King that was there? Anyways, there's another guy on the King.
Kemp. Kemp's out for the season.
Kemp 8. Yeah, and so it's these guys are out, and I mean, for the guys that are coming back, I imagine it's pretty tough to jump back into that time zone change and go in full tilt again.
Yeah. And then you look at it too, if you look at those games too, McDavid, for example. I mean, I know he's a cheat code already, but it's been 2 games now since the break's been over, and he probably has, I think, 6 points already or 7.
Oh, that's insane.
He's
that game today, watching that game in Jarry, that situation is so frustrating to watch. Because right before it, I watched the Pittsburgh game. And, unfortunately, they lose in a shootout, and that's just Skinner, the style he plays, versus Shesterkin and the style he plays. I'm taking Shesterkin in the shootout over, 98% of the goals in the league. Maybe the other one is Bob.
Right.
Or Otter or something. But anyway, it's I'm watching Skinner, and that guy's, having a good run, and then Edmonton, it's McDavid is putting up these numbers, but clearly they don't matter. Sharks.
I'm wondering, because I know we all know in Canada how big the media is with all the teams we have besides Vancouver, because no one cares about Vancouver or Ottawa, but the other teams, and Winnipeg, no one really cares about them. But the 3 teams Montreal, Toronto, and Edmonton, I forgot Calgary, my bad. But those 3 teams are the ones that have all the media attention. So it's when a new goalie comes in, even Skinner, the past 3 years or something, it's just been right to the goalie's fault every single time.
Oh,
and
easily.
That doesn't help the goalie's mentality. Like, why do you think Skinner's probably happy he left? I mean, he's from Edmonton, so maybe not from playing for your hometown from Pittsburgh, but you're playing on Pittsburgh now, where the media isn't as crazy as it is in Canada. So all you just got to worry about is playing your game. I mean, obviously you got to worry about playing your game while you're up here too, but there's so much outside noise that's just coming in that you don't need. You already know you play bad if you let up 8 goals. Like, I don't need freaking Chris. I'm some reporter, Chris, for example, telling me that I played like shit. No shit, man. I know I played like ass. Like, don't have to tell me it. I don't know.
Chris and Bonneville really got on your bad side, eh?
Yeah, Chris and Bonneville, screw you.
I was actually thinking about something like that today, and I was using it as a reference. I was reading an article, and I was thinking about just the the idea of just playing your game, sticking to what you know. Like, I mean, we see it from these pros, like it's natural, but like there was times I remember with you growing up in Lethbridge minor hockey, you had 4 goalies battling for a AAA spot, and those 4 goalies the next season were all starters in the WHL, if not. I think you were you weren't in Lethbridge anymore.
I think I was in Cameras then.
You had 4 guys all battling for a spot, and you have coaches in your ear, and we had, like, at that time too, you had some pretty big coaches. World Junior Champion, AHL coach.
Yeah.
So like you gotta just stick and find to that game. It's so important.
Like we said before too. I think in episode 1 it's a lot more mental nowadays than it was. I would say kind of like, I think it started when we start, like our age was when it kind of started, but it was still kind of old school, but beginning to transition to the new school with the
quick shift. It was a very quick shift.
Very, very quick shift. Like, I probably want to say like 20, maybe like 2015, 2016.
Price. Yeah. When Price is, it kind of started changing it along with Luongo going from that Brodeur style to hybrid, and then you have Holtby, and you think of all those guys like Pekka Rinne, Braden Holtby, Flower, Carey. Well, Price was he was the first like very sound guy at it, but these guys had this very unique style. Now they're all like, the influence those guys have had on the game. You look at like a guy like Charlie Lindgren or anybody in those, Thatcher Demko's, like they're all just very sound.
They are. They really are. Like, it is really crazy, and it's also great. Like, when you start listing those names off, I just like thinking in the back of my head, I'm like, damn, we're starting to get old. All those guys are retired now, except maybe like 1 or 2.
It was a sick era of goaltending.
So good. Like, that was like so top tier. With
it's Price. Too bad that there's not enough kids that got to see that time and when pads were like somewhat reasonably affordable.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. No cost $4,000 now.
Yeah,
for good ones. But yeah, it's also just so sad. Like, I'm not a Habs guy. Like, I'll cheer, like, if any other Canadian team, I'll cheer for Habs just because I think they're a fun team, and their goalies are awesome, and their goalies always have been awesome. But like, it's just so sad to see Price gone still. Like, I know it's been a couple of years still since it has been, but it's just so sad not to see that guy, because I feel like he changed goaltending for this generation and generations coming up, for sure.
Oh,
just
for
how
sure.
he played and just how he was. Like,
for sure.
Great guy, great goalie, great everything. But yeah, that's probably it for the gold medal, unless you got some other things to add for it.
No, that's good.
Just a tough game and all. I was thinking about putting some silver medals up behind me, because that's all we deserve after that. Not very happy about it. But it is beginning to get to that time where the trade deadline is coming up. The trade deadline's coming up, and we got some goalies here. We made a little list here. We got some goalies who we think would be getting dished at the deadline. The one big one we have is Binner.
Yeah.
So let me know what do you think about that? Like, who do you think he's going to go to? Do you think there's a chance he's going to stay in St. Louis?
The obvious answer is Edmonton needs a goaltender.
Yeah.
rumors were before they got Jarry was that Binner said no, he wouldn't go to Edmonton. That being said, now, things have changed. Who knows what happened with McDavid there, who knows? But he's the obvious one. Problem is, Edmonton doesn't have a goalie to give back.
Yeah.
St. Louis does have Hofer coming up in the system, but I think Binner needs out ASAP. Obviously, Edmonton is that choice, but who do you give? I don't know. Does that come a Savoy and then a freaking package? Or, but even with St. Louis offer sheet and those two guys 2 years ago, then you may as well just give them your prospect pool.
May as well.
CT and... But then I think Montreal, honestly. I have an honest... Montreal right now is the best team in Canada. I'm saying this out of bias of fandom. But they're the hottest team right now in Canada to look at. Winnipeg, they should be. Toronto's
sucking.
Toronto's kind of out of that conversation, I think.
Yeah. I mean, Edmonton...
for right now. Edmonton is underperforming substantially because of goaltending. Montreal, I would say, is now performing substantially under... And I mean, that's a sleeper take because we're so young.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to be this good. But our goaltending, the other night, overtime, Montembeault, it's not his fault. It went off a chest, but definitely, getting scored on in the last 2 minutes and then an OT loss never helps.
At least it's a point, though. But I feel for Montembeault, too. He's had a good career so far, but this year for him has just been so up and down.
Well, I think Montreal had him in his peak. So I wonder if he'd be a part of that package. It'd be we would have to give up probably a first and a bunch of other things. For Binner would be a huge trade block, but
yeah.
I think Montreal's now desperate. Then that puts him in a position where you've got Binner and Dobesh. You ride him out this year, and then you see what you do with Dobesh, bring up Fowler for that last year of Binner's contract, and then after that, you either have Dobesh Fowler or Fowler and somebody else, And Binner, who knows? He might love Montreal and not be as good as he is, somehow Canada's best goalie.
Well, I got to think too, Montreal's defense, they are very good. You have what? You have Dobson, Hudson, Cooley. Is Jack-Eye defense?
Jack-Eye, yeah.
Jack-Eye. Matheson. Yeah, you guys have, at least a good top four. Unbelievable top four.
Hudson.
Yeah, I
forgot Hudson.
Oh, my bad. Hudson. Yeah, Hudson too. Unbelievable top four. Besides...
It's deep. We got Reinbacher too.
Oh, yeah, Reinbacher, yeah. Oh, yeah, he's coming up, too. You guys got good prospect pool. You guys have a lot of opportunity to, trade for Binner if you really need. But the one place I really can see it, I just thought about this. I could see Binner going to Buffalo. Because, Alex Lyon and Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, great name, by the way, best hockey name. They're good, don't get me wrong. And so is that Ellis guy, I think. I can't remember. He's their third guy or whatever. He's really good too. But none of them have been in a playoff situation where Binner has been there. He's done it. He's won it. The amount of veteran experience you'd be getting from Binner in those big games and just throughout the whole playoff series would be unbelievable from what you have right now. I'd probably keep... Oh, that's tough. I'd probably keep... Oh, I don't know. That's a tough one, actually.
You'd have to get rid of Ukko.
You think Ukko?
Well, I think so because, Lyon... I mean, the problem with Lyon is he's the 20-game guy when a team needs a heater and then he kind of goes cold and then he'll get traded and go to another 20-game heater. At least that's been, good trend in his career. Ukko's a solid guy, a little bit of injury, young, give St. Louis a young guy to go with Hofer as a 1A, 1B. I don't know.
But, even back to what you're saying about Edmonton's trade with Binner and stuff, sending back to St. Louis, Jarry would be great. You have a veteran guy who's been to a lot of playoffs with Fleury and just a lot of playoffs. you put him in there with Hofer. Hofer's going to get some experience under Jarry now. He'll probably get more playing time too, Hofer, over Binnington. Like, it's just, I just think I think that'd be a great trade, like you're saying.
I agree. I also think another name that you could throw into the trade block that, I mean, I don't think he's going to move, but like I'd love to see him move is Saros.
Oh, yeah.
You know, get him out of Nashville. He's right now are like the years where he's going to be. Like, I watched him in that Four Nations, and I was like, you know what? He's there. He's one of the, top goaltenders for sure.
Yes, I will say I'm not a huge fan of Saros, but that's just because of his size and some stuff he does. But he was very good.
Color pad crew.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Actually, the yellow kind of does go nice with the Preds. I will say that the yellow solid color for some reason always goes good. Don't know why.
Anybody you think?
One. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna go with my Canucks here. I'm thinking Demko. Like they're already putting trades out there to sell the team basically. Like Garland's up there, Myers is up there now. Like basically all of our top guys.
Who could you guys get though? Where could he go?
That's a good question.
Because the problem with Demko is he's got a big ticket,
and
he's always injured.
Yeah, that's why I want to get rid of him because he's always injured. Like,
because how much left injury does he have this year?
I think I don't know if he's back or he might still be injured. I don't 100% know about that. But if he, obviously the Canucks season is just a write-off at this point. And I think we should if we're committed to this rebuild, get us whoever we can for what we have. Just start the rebuild cleanly. Like, we already have William and we already have Rossi. That's a good start. I like that. We have Leckermacky. We have Tom Willand or whatever, Willander. He's good too, and we have Coots too. So we have some good forwards and stuff coming up, and then maybe even McKenna. Like, start the rebuild good, get rid of those guys, trade Demko somewhere where there needs to be a Tendy bad. Like, I could maybe even see
you can't though.
What's some team even Buffalo would be a good place too for him. But
that's a place you got to send him because you got to have a place with 3 goalies.
Yeah.
Then you're spending $20 million on goaltending.
Yeah, no kidding. I wonder who Buffalo would even give back though. Like, maybe Uka, maybe Bowen. Bowen would be sick. I'd love to have Bowen in a Canucks colors.
Bowen's a good trade piece.
Great trade piece. I thought he was on 3 teams. I thought he got traded somewhere else before Buffalo, but I was wrong.
One other place I'd be curious to see, depending on his situation. I have no idea on his injury status, but Vegas will have 3 goalies in Akira Schmidt, Aiden Hill, and Carter Hart.
Carter Hart's still injured, right?
Yeah, so that's something to look at. If Carter Hart's on, I think, a $2.3 million. They're not spending a ton on goaltending, but still, those guys are all going to be. Are all going to be chomping at a bit to get playing time,
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
And then I would love to see Jacob Markstrom get traded one last time and get out of New Jersey.
I agree.
It's not going to happen.
It's not working out though. Yes, you can talk to New Jersey fans and they can always say, "Oh, well, Jack Hughes has always been hurt and Jack Hughes is our team and stuff." It's like, yeah, but you also have so many other good players too. You guys just can't buy a win. You guys are such mediocre.
Markstrom, don't get me wrong, he fits good on New Jersey. Whatever it is, he looks good there, plays good pretty much there. But I think if you stuck him on if Montreal made an insane package with a bit like a Reinbacher and a first even, for a Markstrom, can you imagine him? I mean, I don't want to use Montreal as an example, but even a Detroit, that would be insane. That being said, Detroit's doing just fine.
Yeah, Detroit's doing. I'm very happy for
Edmonton.
Gibson.
Can you imagine if Edmonton went all in for a Markstrom, or Edmonton would be a prime spot to try and bring in a Demko just for a playoff push.
Yeah, that's the only thing they need. Like, they have their forwards. Forwards are good. Forwards are always good. They always perform in playoffs. Their defense are always pretty good, too, besides when Bouchard muffins it. But, like, their defense and stuff are good. It's just goaltending. They just get in their own heads. Then again, I don't really know. I never played pro, so
yeah.
Like, who knows? Like, they're making millions of dollars doing that stuff. I maybe made $175 every 2 weeks. Like, I got total. Jack shit.
Total.
Yeah, total. $7 a day in the dub, baby. Freaking what a
the last one I want to say is Minnesota.
Right.
Because they're like, after that Olympics and Slovakia's starter there, Minnesota's third string in the AHL system.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have 3 1As right away here,
which is crazy. Great goal.
They gotta move Gustafsson ASAP.
Where could you see him going?
I just keep my heart. Like, I hate Edmonton, and I only love them because of McDavid and Draisaitl. I think they're just so sick.
Yeah, they are great.
And I liked them because of Skinner.
Right.
But my heart just keeps wanting to say, please give Edmonton a goalie. Like, you almost feel bad for them at this point because it's so comical.
I more feel bad for McDavid.
Like, I'll just kind of rattle this off. Washington, I think they, keep their goalies. Yeah. They're like, actually, no, I'm not going to rattle anything off. You can go on a list of teams. Goalies aren't really a high commodity this trade block, but I think Benner is a big name. I think Gustafsson's a huge name. Like, can you imagine a team picking up Gustafsson?
Yeah, that would be a massive. But then also you got to think too. Okay, they got to make sure they have the cap then for next year if they want to sign.
Yeah, he's got a big ticket next year.
A huge ticket next year. I'm going to throw the ballpark out right now. 11. No. 10.
No, he's signed. He already signed. I think he signed 8.
Oh, did he already sign?
Yeah, it was between 8 or 7.
Oh,
no.
Okay, that's not bad. That's actually
but
not
then
bad.
The problem is, like, Wallstead coming in, he's going to want probably like a 6 at least.
Yeah.
5 maybe. So you can't pay that much in goaltending, and then you've got these 2 studs, and then you've got this guy in the AHL who's proven,
Yeah, there's just so much.
The international stage, for the record.
But that international stage, though, best on best, like, and you're performing best on best, like.
That was a 2-1 game until the last 7 minutes of the third when there was 2 penalties back to back.
Yeah, like, props to him.
That's his game. Yeah. But yeah, no, those are my takes.
Another place I could see goalies going to during this trade deadline, especially with how they've been playing, is San Jose. Because they have Askarov. They have Askarov, but Askarov has been inconsistent this year, and I could just see them bringing in a veteran guy he's probably not going to bring in Jarry because he sucks, but say Markstrom or even Benner or something like that. They probably won't, but I'm just saying if they brought in a guy like that to be the 1-2 punch with those guys, more having the veteran, whoever it is, being the starter and letting Askarov kind of learn underneath that, because this is his first full season. He's always been in the A and he's lit up the A, but when you don't have the chances and the opportunities in the NHL, it's very hard to carry a team to playoffs. He's been doing well, don't get me wrong, but it's so tough. I
totally agree.
Yeah, that could be a good one too. Any other interesting ones we could see?
No, I think I'm pretty set on that.
Yeah, all the teams that are in playoffs right now, they have some good goalies.
Even teams that are out of playoffs, I don't see Florida doing anything.
No.
They're going to ride Bob out and fill that backup role, being like, hey, buddy, fill his bottle for the next few years.
Hey, don't be chirping that. That's the best.
Hey, he's Van Vanek or whatever. Vamelka
on Utah?
No, what's the backup in Florida? I'm blanking.
I have no idea. Oh, I thought it would start like a T.
Yeah.
We know. I know who you're talking about.
We know who we're talking about. I'm not gonna get stuck on it, but anyways, they're locked. I think of Calgary, they're fine.
Yeah.
You go through the list. Like I said, Vegas, they need to probably move one. Winnipeg, they're not doing anything. Like Washington, they're not doing anything. Toronto.
I can see Toronto.
They're always going to be a conversation of like, could they use a better goaltender? But they're also like a steaming pile of media right now that is like waiting to explode because it didn't pan out in the past decade of them being insanely good.
Like I'm a Toronto hater. I just hate how much media attention they get in Canada, and I want to watch my team play, but I have to get stuck watching that shitty team play. I mean,
even like the radio and stuff. They are always on over the French or the Vancouver games or anybody else for that matter. But
yeah. And it's like I like Stolars and Wool. Like I think they're great goalies. Like they've been like that Toronto series last year against Florida. If he didn't get a concussion, might have been a different series. Who knows, right?
Yeah, I agree.
But like also just some random team too I thought of that could use a goalie since we're still on it. Philly has Vladar.
They're so desperate.
They are.
I don't know how that comes up in the dire of that conversation. They are so desperate.
They're so mid too.
Because they're there. Like they're at a point where, you've got a young Mitchkov. He's you've got a couple years older, you got Zegras and all of these pieces together, and Carter Hart would have been that like perfect piece if he wasn't, having such idiotic mistakes in his junior career.
Yeah.
Not going to bring that up, but like, you know what I mean? Like that was kind of the plan there, and they had everything in place. Not saying that's, like his fault that the Flyers organization is way out of playoffs and whatever, but it definitely, they could use, like, can you imagine if Markstrom went to Philly? That name, for whatever reason, I like that name just like going somewhere because he can go into a place and I think just really bring in an aura.
He's a gamer. He is a gamer too.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, Vladar is good, but I don't think Vladar is that starter that is going to carry you.
I think he's a 2A.
Yeah.
Like, plain and simple.
Like, he's been all right, but Philly's just such a mediocre team, and they have been since they went to the finals against Chicago and lost. Ever since then, they've just been mediocre, middle pack, bottom of the league. Like, yeah, they got Mitchkov, but that's it. Then the last bit, I mean, I guess they got
Zegras.
Yeah, Zegras from that Gauthier trade. Like, those are like the only two good guys they've gone in the past a little bit. Like, Konechny's still there, but Konechny's on his way out. Like, he's been there forever.
Yeah.
Like, they got to get some younger guys. They just got to actually start playing hockey. But yeah, that's enough probably for the trade block there. The last thing we got going here, just some more predictions again. We'll probably go a little more in depth on these predictions. Hopefully, the other times have just been kind of lackluster. But any hot takes you got going on, Stu, for today? Like for the rest of the season?
I think if Winnipeg has another bad start to the year next year, we start having the same conversation about Hellebuyck.
Yeah, I can totally see that.
And I think that's a smart time to do it as the Vezina and Hart winner, like especially McDavid talks are going out.
Mm-hmm.
It would be a good time to do it and start fresh if Winnipeg is starting to go in that downhill spiral. Because like for a goalie, it's very different if your team's starting to crumble around you than if you're a elite center.
Yeah, exactly.
Very, very different.
Very different. It's like it's like all these guys who are playing in Canada and stuff, and they, again, I hate to bring it up again, but back to the media thing again, like, they see how the media is here, they see all the backlash they get from having one bad game. Like, if it keeps going on, like, they're not going to make playoffs this year. Unless they probably win out the rest of the season, I don't see them making playoffs. And if that happens after you got first last year, like, you got to start having these questions now. Do I want to go to the States and play now? Do I want to stay here and try and save this organization? Or do I say fuck it and go down to the States, right? Like, it's so tough. It's so tough.
What about you? You have any hot takes?
I got one. I got a couple here. My one for sure, like, this is the big one. If Edmonton can't get their goaltending situation figured out, and if Jarry is still playing like this, we saw it when they took when they kept Jarry over like Matt Murray and Fleury in Pittsburgh. We saw that. Like, they have been bounced in the first, second round. I think Edmonton will get bounced in the first or second round if this continues. I
think that's reasonable.
He's like, don't get me wrong. Like, again, I keep saying this. They play in the show. I don't. So there's unbelievable.
No, but from a fan perspective, there's a sample size.
From a fan perspective, like even like Edmonton Oilers, we're not Edmonton Oilers fans. We like McDavid. That's about it. But like from Edmonton fan point, you guys are probably saying the same thing. You see it all over media. Just Jarry with an .864 save percentage or whatever. Like, it's just been bad. And then you got Skinner, who's just been really good in Pittsburgh. Like, his overall stats haven't been great this year, but he's been great in Pittsburgh, and they're in second place right now, which was a huge surprise. I thought they were going to be one of the worst teams in the league this year at the beginning of the season.
I totally agree.
But holy, have they been good?
Yeah.
Another one. I don't know. It's so tough. Like, the league this year has just been crazy. Like, the Eastern Conference is crazy. Like, anyone can make playoffs in the Eastern Conference. Western Conference, not so much. Your bottom three teams just suck ass right now.
I think my hot take to add on to that, because I know you're just saying, like, or were you going to finish that? Sorry.
No, that was it.
Oh, yeah, okay. With that being said, I think the next week and a half to 2 weeks, we can come back and give hot takes again, and it'll be like way more defining on the season.
Yeah.
We haven't had a post-Olympic break for years, and like tonight I watched Caulfield bingo. I don't know, like a little bit of revenge arc, and then you see like other guys just popping off. Like McDavid had a heck of a game. So I think like once we settle in back to this NHL schedule, the podcast for the last 20 games here is going to be fun.
I agree. And then even playoffs is just going to be crazy. Like, what's it right now? Right now, who do we have?
February 28th?
Oh, sorry, wild card. We have, like, Montreal was in the playoffs last year, but it's going to be great to see them back in there. Like, they've been unbelievable right now. They're 5 points out of first place in the Atlantic, which is great to see. I love to see that. Love it for a young team like that, especially with their goaltending. Freaking love it. Buffalo, exact same thing. Third place. We haven't seen them in the playoffs since when?
I want them in.
What?
I want them in.
Buffalo?
Yeah.
I want them in so bad, too. I'll become a Buffalo fan. Well, okay, maybe not playing against Montreal, but I'll become a Buffalo fan if they make it on, just because it's been so long since we've seen them in the playoffs. Like, we were just little kids. Like, we were actually little kids when they were in the playoffs.
It was a long time.
They're beautiful. New York Islanders, I love seeing being in the playoffs, too. Like, as of right now, just because of Schaefer. Like, anytime you see that guy on social media, it's just great. Like, he's just an all-around great kid, great hockey player, just fantastic. Maybe we'll see Detroit finally getting out of the Bermuda Triangle mid, finally, and make playoffs.
For sure.
But yeah, even like the rest of it too. It's like just so weird seeing Florida down at the bottom, Toronto, New York down at the bottom. They suck this year though. They gotta blow that up too. New York. Yeah. And then like the West has been basically the same. Anaheim, it's great to see them in. Always love Anaheim to get in there, especially with their team. I love Dostal. Great goalie. He played great for Czechia during the Olympics too. Like, he's a gamer as well. I can't wait to see that. That could be another place actually I could see a goalie going to. Maybe not like a big ticket goalie, but I could see another goalie going to Anaheim because you have Dostal and then you have Mrazek as a backup.
Yeah, it's going to be Mrazek's time soon.
Yeah.
Oh, good. They've got. Oh yeah, they will.
Yeah. And then great to see Utah too. I will say that. Like, they were Arizona. Obviously, when they get out of Arizona, they actually do pretty good. So it's great to see. But I'd like the Sharks to get in for sure. But other than that, like, the bottom teams are donezo. Like, Winnipeg has 55 points. Like, they're almost 10 points out of a playoff spot. Like, after that, it's just, ugh. And then you got my Canucks with 43 points. Yeah, that's right. We're making a comeback. We're going to win out and make the playoffs. God, we suck.
It'll get better.
Yeah, once we get McKenna, it'll be good.
Exactly.
There's just one thing to finish off, Stu. Why don't you just quickly show that new mask you did, the Iron Man one? Let's get a nice little peek at that.
We'll end on this, I guess, then, hey?
Yeah, end on the mask. I like it.
Check out on my Instagram at StuMask for closer up detail. But I did from just one from my wall here, a Jacob Fowler sample, featuring his iconic backplate, little bell center, some sayings. It's supposed to be like an Iron Man. My lighting in here is all kind of directed in front here, so you can't see the details too much. First glow in the dark mask. It was so much fun to paint, dude. This was like one of those dream masks. So I ended up chatting with him a little bit about it online. Sending him some photos, and he said it looks sweet. So
that's sick.
Yeah, and I kind of like he's seen his mask rendition in let's say more of like a more saturated color.
Yeah,
version.
More like an actual like finished product of it.
Yeah, and like red and blue as dominance instead of white colors. So I thought that was kind of neat, but. Other than that, yeah, man, just
gorgeous mask. Gorgeous mask. Like even when it wasn't clear coat and everything, it was still gorgeous. Like just the paint on it was beautiful. Like I think
thanks, buddy.
That's a great. I like the Iron Man design with it too. Like again, you made a character who's red and gold into a blue and red. Beautiful. Great work on that.
Thank you, buddy.
You're welcome.
Alrighty, dude.
Yeah, well, that's probably gonna do it for episode 3. Again, guys, I just want to say sorry again. For the late,
that's my bad.
Late upload. No. That's
on
both
me.
of us. That's both of us. We're both busy with school. We do have lives.
Yeah.
But thank you guys very much for joining us for episode 3. And we will try to be back on our regular schedule for uploading for the next week.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, thank you guys again. And we'll see you guys next time.
Ciao.
Yeah.